Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Han and I'm a professional hand embroidery artist. In today's video, I'll be going through 3 beginner-friendly embroidery projects that I think you should consider trying out this summer. So first up, we have jean short embroidery. If you're not a jorts girly, don't worry, you can just embroider onto regular length jeans. I actually have a jean embroidery tutorial on my channel, but I have plans to make many more because there are just so many ways that jeans or jean shorts can be embroidered onto. There's pocket embroidery, cuff embroidery, riser embroidery, just to name a few. The best thing about this kind of project on jeans or jean shorts is that it's super easy and you don't need that many supplies to get started. You probably have a pair of jeans or shorts in your closet that you don't really use anymore that you could practice on. They might even become your new favorite pair after some embroidery. Denim is some of the easiest fabric to embroider onto. It has quite a wide weave on it, which just means that it's much easier to get the needle through than more tightly packed fabrics like cotton or shoe fabric. If you have an old jean jacket or a pair of overalls, those would also be a very good option for an embroidery project just like this. I believe this is the most budget-friendly project I'll be describing in this short list, just because I think everybody will have a pair of jeans or a piece of denim clothing in their closet that they could complete this project on. However, if that's not the case for you, there are several places where you could pick up a super cheap pair of jeans or a piece of denim clothing, like thrift stores, consignment stores, or secondhand stores, even online places like eBay or Amazon. You could pick up a nice pair of jeans or a pair of jean shorts for under $20 in most places. I actually have a downloadable printable pattern for this exact daisy design that I did on some Levi's jean shorts. I'll have it linked below in case you fancy trying this out. I named this downloadable PDF design as my Daisy Duke embroidery pattern. The stitches are very simple and it's definitely beginner friendly. You only need 2 different colors of thread, 1 needle and some scissors. All of this information is also listed in the PDF, and as I mentioned before, it will be linked in the description below. There are hundreds of downloadable patterns available on Etsy for jean embroidery, but there are thousands of free tutorials here on YouTube, so definitely give that a search before purchasing anything on Etsy. The second embroidery project I think you should try this summer is shoe embroidery. Now, I may be biased because I embroider shoes every day since it's my job, but there's almost nothing as satisfying as finishing a pair of hand embroidered shoes. There are a few options for the kinds of shoes that you could use for this project. I tend to stick to Converse and Vans. Really, any kind of canvas sneakers will work perfectly for a project like this. I know you can get off-brand versions of brands like Converse and Vans on sites like Amazon and eBay. I just can't speak to the quality of those shoes since I work on the brand name shoes, but I'm sure they would be a budget-friendly option and very similar to the real thing. If you have an old pair of Chucks lying around in your closet, grab them out and get cracking. Another option would be embroidering onto some Chelsea boots if these are more your style. These just scream fall to me, and I think it would be a perfect summer project to have a pair ready for when the leaves start to turn orange and the weather becomes a bit more nippy. Make sure your boots have the stretchy little part on the ankle because this is the area that I recommend embroidering onto. It's almost impossible to embroider through leather, so I don't recommend embroidering any lace-up style combat boots. Whether you choose to embroider onto some sneakers or booties, this project will take some time, so be prepared to spend a few hours completing your shoes. I make downloadable shoe embroidery patterns and shoe embroidery kits to make the process easier if you're a beginner. I'll also have those linked below in the description. I can't stress enough how much I love embroidered shoes. Like I said, I do get to do this every day and it just never gets old. The main reason I design my kits and downloadable PDFs is because I want the art of hand embroidery to become more accessible, and shoe embroidery is a fantastic place to start. Shoe embroidery is a little different to embroidering onto jeans since there are a couple of supplies that are absolutely essential in my opinion when completing a shoe embroidery project. One of these supplies is most definitely finger protectors. I have my favorites linked in the description below, but I absolutely would not recommend starting a shoe embroidery project if you do not have these. You will hurt your fingers and it will just discourage you from ever taking on a project like this again. Embroidered shoes can also make some super cute gifts. In my line of work, I embroider onto a lot of shoes that are given as gifts to brides. I make a lot of custom bridal shoes where I add personalization onto the backs of them in the forms of dates and future married names. I'm actually going to be making a pair later this year for one of my best friends who's getting married around Christmas time. It's just a very personal and practical gift to give to somebody in your life, even if they're not getting married. And perhaps you know somebody who is really crafty. Maybe they have sent you some pictures of embroidered shoes from Pinterest or Instagram. A great gift to give them would be a shoe embroidery kit or a downloadable PDF so that they could customize their own shoes for their own summer embroidery project. A brand new pair of Converse or Vans usually costs around $60 to $70 but again there are much more affordable options if you would like to go for an off-brand pair of shoes. Just make sure that they're made of canvas unless you're going with the Chelsea boot option. You could also try looking in your local thrift stores. I know a lot of people have luck with finding secondhand pairs of Converse with minimal wear on them, and those would be perfect for a summer shoe embroidery project. The last embroidery project I would like to recommend for the summer is any kind of bag or tote embroidery. So I'm thinking anything you can take along with you to the farmer's market or a beach day. Imagine rocking up to a picnic with this. It's so cute but also practical, and the material was so easy to stitch onto, it was insane. I actually made this bag for a giveaway over on Instagram a few months ago. I partnered with Shore Bags, who are a woman-owned and operated environmentally friendly company, and I would definitely recommend them if you're looking for a canvas for your bag embroidery. I'll have their store linked in my description as well. Another bag you could consider embroidering onto would be a cankin backpack. You might have seen these embroidered backpacks on Pinterest, maybe on Etsy, but they're so easy to embroider onto yourself. I'm actually finishing up several cankin embroidery PDFs and embroidery stickers to make this project even easier if you wanted to give it a go yourself. The material of these backpacks is so easy to embroider onto, and they're just very well made in general, so the bag itself will last for years once you're done embroidering it. These backpacks can range from $50 to $130, so this would be a more expensive project, but there are often pre-owned, lightly used cankins for sale on eBay for even cheaper, which would make this a more affordable option. The most budget-friendly bag for an embroidery project would be a canvas tote bag. You can get these bad boys off of Amazon for a handful of dollars. I'll have some of my favorites linked below since the quality can vary. The fabric is thin and easy to get the needle through, making them the perfect medium for beginner embroidery artists. Imagine going to the bookstore or even grocery shopping with a super cute embroidered tote bag. You could even customize it by color so it matches your favorite outfit. I'm giving myself ideas here, this is dangerous. I use this tote bag to store a lot of my extra embroidery thread. Now that I'm looking at her a little more closely, I think it might be a good idea that I keep her inside. I might get some strange looks if I took her to the grocery store. And those are the 3 beginner-friendly embroidery projects that I think you should consider trying out this summer. If I've managed to convince you in this video, please let me know down in the comments and leave me a like if you liked this video. I make a bunch of other embroidery-related videos here on YouTube, so if that sounds like it's kind of up your alley, then I would consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!